Have you been told you have a comma splice in your writing? In this episode of Never Stop Learning, you'll learn how to identify comma splices and how to fix them. Now the word splice sounds kind of nice to me. It reminds me of the word slice. It makes me think of a slice of pizza or a slice of pie. But a splice is not the same as a slice. A slice is a way of cutting things up. A splice is a way of bringing them together. And we most often use that term splice when we're talking about splicing video. The term splice has a noun definition and a verb definition. The verb definition of splice is to connect two similar materials. The noun definition, which is the one we'll be using as we talk about a comma splice, is actually that union of two similar materials being connected. Comma is the adjective, splice is the noun. Comma splice is not a correct grammatical construction. Here's my example. My dog loves cats. He loves to chase them. Those are two independent clauses, two complete sentences, and they're joined together by a comma. This is not correct. In fact, this could be called a run-on sentence. Using a comma splice is one way to create a run-on sentence, and everyone knows run-on sentences are not desirable. So how to fix it? There are several ways. The easiest way is the first way I'm going to show you, and that is to simply replace that comma between those two independent clauses with a period. And then you have two complete sentences, two independent clauses, both punctuated correctly. Now we know that those are independent clauses because each independent clause has a subject and a predicate. Look at the first independent clause. My dog loves cats. The subject is dog, my dog, and the predicate is loves cats. In the second independent clause, he loves to chase them. The subject is he, the predicate is loves to chase them. If you haven't seen my lesson on subjects and predicates, I'd like to invite you to take a look at that. I'll link it in the description below, and I'll also put a video card to it up here in the corner. Now, fixing a comma splice by replacing the comma with a period is one way, but it's also the least sophisticated way to fix a comma splice. I'd like to show you a few more ways to do it that'll result in your writing being a little bit more sophisticated. The second fix I'd like to show you is to replace that comma with a semicolon and form a compound sentence. And this is what that would look like. My dog loves cats, semicolon, he loves to chase them. Joined by a semicolon, it creates a compound sentence, not a comma splice or a run-on sentence. There is a third way to fix this comma splice problem, and that is by using a coordinating conjunction. Coordinating conjunctions connect two independent clauses and form a compound sentence. Now there are only 7 coordinating conjunctions, and we remember them with the acronym FANBOYS, and FANBOYS stands for and, nor, but, or, yet, so. This is what that would look like. My dog loves cats, comma, and he loves to chase them. Now you can subtly affect meaning by using different coordinating conjunctions. So make sure that you choose the coordinating conjunction that most closely reflects the meaning that you want to convey. Now there is a fourth way that you can fix a comma splice, and that is by turning those two independent clauses into a complex sentence. To do that, you'll need to use a subordinating conjunction to change one of those independent clauses into a dependent clause. In the description below, I will link to a website that shows you lots and lots of subordinating conjunctions because I've only shared a few here. Here's my example. My dog loves cats even though he chases them. Notice I've dropped the comma and I've added that subordinating conjunction even though. So I've got my independent clause, my subordinating conjunction that turns the last clause into a dependent clause. Now, there are a couple different ways that you can write sentences that contain both an independent and a dependent clause. In this first example, 4a, I've shown you how to do it by adding the dependent clause after the independent clause. You can also start your complex sentence with that dependent clause if you choose to, and this is what that would look like. Even though he chases them, comma, my dog loves cats. So just remember, when you're writing a complex sentence, if the dependent clause comes first, you'll need a comma, but if the independent clause comes first, you don't need a comma. If you'd like some more information on how to vary sentence structure with independent clauses, dependent clauses, compound sentences, complex sentences, check out my video lesson on varying sentence structure. And again, I will put that link in the description below and add a video card up here. I hope this video has been helpful to you in understanding comma splices and how to fix them. Though understanding and being able to fix comma splices is a skill that students need to learn early on, it's also a skill that students who are preparing to take the SAT or the ACT need to brush up on. So I'm going to include this video in my playlist for grammar and punctuation, as well as my SAT prep video playlist. If this video has been helpful to you, please share it with a friend and give it a like. If you have any further questions about comma splices, or you'd like to ask my opinion on how you can fix your particular comma splice, please leave a comment below. If you haven't already subscribed to the Never Stop Learning channel, I'd love to have you as part of this community, so please click on subscribe and also click that notification bell so that you will get a notification whenever I upload a new lesson. Never stop learning.